None of what they are saying is happening. They're saying wokeness is ruining America. It's not. It's making America a more equal place. And using it, woke, as an insult like that is the problem in itself.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
This is not woke. This is demanding racial equality. It's demanding gender equality. And it's demanding equality and freedom for the LGBTQIA community. Republicans are fighting against all of these civil rights movements and great causes because it challenges white male hegemony. So, guys, I hope this is motivating or enlightening and inspiring you to vote for the Democrats this November, because we cannot let this country fall to fascism.
Surely you can't be serious.
They're saying wokeness is ruining America. It's not.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
All right, we are back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. And we get a little bit of a different format in today's video. Nonetheless, we are still going to be exposing the mind virus known as wokeness for exactly what it is, and that is a destructive and divisive ideology that is tearing this country apart, regardless of what that walking billboard for Adderall said at the beginning. I'm going to show you guys some shocking video clips and I truly do not understand how anybody that thinks with any kind of logic or common sense could listen to what these people say and think, oh, yeah, that's healthy for society, that's healthy for a country. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it. Now, if you're wondering what's going on the screen here, a few weeks ago, we featured a video from the U.S. Navy's training that it was some kind of pronoun training, so you don't misgender or use the wrong pronouns on somebody. So we all know the U.S. military has gone woke. Well, this is a picture from the mess hall, the chow hall at U.S. Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. What do you even say? What do you say? I don't even know what to say to this.
We are so fucked.
Agreed. All right, so this first... Oh, by the way, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Become a member of the least woke community on the YouTubes. Also, you guys know it. If you enjoy the video, smash that thumbs up button. Like that comment section up. Share this video out so people can see what's really going on out here. Now, this first video is so alarming because this isn't some kind of like movie or something. This is a Senate hearing. This is a Senate hearing on Capitol Hill with Senator Josh Hawley questioning some witnesses about the whole Roe versus Wade thing. Now, the other frightening part is this lady right here. I can't remember her name. She is a law professor at Berkeley. She's not just some woman off the street, some activist. She's a law professor at Berkeley. Well, yeah, an activist. Excuse me. So this has gone viral. This is insanity. Now, what do we say here? It's always in the eyes. I don't know what's up with this lady's eyes, but just like that guy in the first video that we saw, just bugged her. It's always the eyes. We know that here. We know that. All right, let's check this out. Roll the film, please.
Before I want to visit with you, Ms. Maskey, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot. Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that...
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Jesus.
Hey, where are the white women at?
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
I mean, what do you even say to that? So, and if you believe that men can't get pregnant, which has been a belief from as long as men have been on the earth, then you're advocating for violence against a certain group of people. As I said, the destruction and the division that wokeness causes. Josh Hawley wasn't creating it. Josh Hawley wasn't hostile to this witness. Josh Hawley asked her questions. She got hostile, snapped back. He answered her questions with logical and logic-based and common sense answer. And she all of a sudden started accusing him of... All right, this next one. Oh, by the way, we got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Now, we have one sponsor. Unfortunately, today's sponsor wanted to stay anonymous, which I completely understand. That's fine. I would definitely love to give you a shout out as the sponsor of today's video, but it's an anonymous sponsor, so I just want to say thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll say once again, you guys are keeping this ship afloat as the YouTube's overlords are still trying to sink it, so thank you. Now, if you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, I will shout you out as the sponsor of that video unless stated otherwise by you. If you want to stay anonymous, that's absolutely fine. I completely respect that. If you want to shout out a YouTube channel, an e-commerce store, a family member, a husband, wife, however you guys want to do it, that's how we're going to do it. Now, this next video is maybe even more alarming than the first. I don't know. Did these people don't know anything about the Civil Rights Act that happened? Civil rights movement. They're just oblivious to it all. Roll the film.
Interesting, because Clarence Thomas is one of the only people of color on the court. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that dynamic comes to play, if at all?
Honestly, I don't know. It's just really ironic because, like you said, he's a person of color and he's attacking us. Like, we're from the same group. It should be us against the white people. But, yeah. It should be us against the white people.
What did you just say?
It should be us against the white people. But
That's racism, man. I love to racism, bro.
Okay, so, I mean, you guys heard it. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. That's just blatant racism. Blatantly. And now that lady would turn around and say that the white man is the racist and black people are oppressed and people of color. It's all garbage. They're the blatant racists. You heard it. All right. This next one is it's weird because at these pro-choice rallies, whatever you want to call it, pro-abortion rallies, these people's true colors come out. This wokeness really comes to the forefront. The woke terminology and all this. So this lady's speaking. She says a few things. Now, whether you agree with this or not, I don't care. It's what she says at the end that loses people completely. Just your average everyday person gets completely lost after. Because if you want to say your sister, your mother, your niece, okay. What the hell is the shit she throws in at the end? Roll the film.
It's important that we remind ourselves that this fight isn't just about women. It's about our friends, it's about our sisters, our mothers, our cousins, everyone we care for, our trans men, our trans women, our trans non-binary folks.
Say what?
Our trans men, our trans women, our trans non-binary folks.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Now, of course, that's where they lose people when they go. They lost me. And listen, let me tell you one thing. I am all for people living however they want. If you want to be that guy that's in, the military chow hall, the U.S. Marine Corps chow hall, the only one that's not dressed in the uniform, that has this, what they look like some kind of kilt with tights on it. Listen, if you want to do that, by all means, please do. If you want to say what that last lady said about the whatever she said, cool. I got no beef with that. Just stop pushing it on other people. And stop saying that if we don't think the exact same nonsense that you think, that we're somehow causing violence or we're the bad people. So this is a teacher. Of course, can't complete a video without a teacher feature. I got to play this clip. Now, Matt Walsh, I'm sure most of you know who Matt Walsh is. He recently made a phenomenal documentary called What is a Woman? He made a tweet yesterday that was a very interesting tweet that talked about the division in this country, and he wants nothing to do with the other half of these people. Now, I'm going to show you his tweet. I'm going to show you a response to his tweet as well. And I have to say, I'm leaning towards Matt Walsh's. I agree with him just about for the most part, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's hear what this teacher feature has to say. And this is what I mean by not pushing it onto other people. Just teach them math, history, science. Roll the film.
I am an openly queer teacher. Now, I don't stand in front of my elementary students and be like, I like women, but I wear a bi flag watch band, bi flag bracelets. In my classroom, I keep a rainbow flag. It's got Mickey Mouse on it because I love Mickey, but it's got a rainbow. My kids know what it means. This is me telling them I am a safe place to talk without making a big deal out of being queer. As I am openly queer, my students trust me, especially my queer students. I teach 5th grade this next school year. I've been teaching 4th grade for the last 4 years. Anyway, right now I'm teaching summer school and I have 3rd graders. Like I said, I wear these bracelets to let them know I'm a safe space. 2 3rd grade students came to me and asked me to use they, them pronouns, and also asked me if I could tell other teachers this. I said, kiddos, I would love to do that for you. I'm so glad that you trusted me with this information. One student in particular also asked to use a different name, one that is not gendered as what they were born as. So I gave this information to the other teachers and then got scolded because that was not appropriate for me to communicate. And I hear today, these teachers are still misgendering these students and still using the wrong name for the one who asked for a different name. I don't care what you believe, but when you refuse to respect a queer child's request for pronoun and name changes, you are hurting them, especially at this age. 3rd graders are so easily influenced. Let them be themselves and stop taking away their identity. Third graders are so easily influenced. Let them be themselves and stop taking away their identity.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
First of all, I have no idea who would look at this person and say, yeah, sounds like a good idea to hire her as a teacher. Regardless, what this person just said, third graders are so easily to influence. Let them be themselves. Hello? Excuse me. Hello? 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 Everything she said before that was just some made-up land and make-believe nonsense. I mean, let's keep it moving. All right, here's another one of their rallies, and that's the thing I said in the beginning about this whole woke ideology is these people, the vast majority of them don't seem healthy, whether it's physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually, emotionally healthy. They just... So, see for yourself. Roll the film, please.
I'm pissed! I'm here because I'm so mad that I'm losing my rights!
Need a hug? Need a hug? Oh my God.
I need men to stand up and be strong. I haven't seen a lot of men or otherwise identifying people stand up to tell each other we need to speak now. I need every man. That's the only way America's going to live. White men get out on the streets and get pissed. Obviously, women are subservient, as we've seen. So right now, we need you to talk for us. We need to call you in your identity and your privilege to work for us and to protect us in our time of need, which is right now.
Hey, lady, shut up!
Need a hug? Need a hug?
I suggest you stop whining like a little bitch.
Why is that lady so hysterical? What is she even crying about? Like, she's out there holding a stupid sign, just bawling her eyes out. For what? Go do something constructive with your life. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen or old folks home or something. Do something to make you feel good. Go down the animal shelter and volunteer to walk the dogs. Like, what is happening? All right. Sorry. So this woman, this person, responds to Matt Walsh's "What is a Woman" documentary, where he goes around asking people all over the world, what is a woman? Now that's a simple question. Adult, human, female. It's simple. But because of the woke culture, the woke ideology, that question can no longer be answered simply, not only by these people, but people in Congress, people in the Senate, people in top positions of political power, these CEOs of these huge companies. These are the times we're living in. So I'm going to let this lady speak for a second. Then I'm going to show you Matt Walsh's tweet. And I think Matt Walsh and I are on the same page where it comes to the future for the country and the track this train's heading down. So get to that in a second. Listen to this lady. Roll the film.
So Matt Walsh released his documentary, What is a Woman?, in which he asks the titular question. I put documentary in air quotes because he uses that pretext in order to get himself into conversations with people who otherwise wouldn't want to talk with him and do gotcha-style journalism. He's not really trying to explore the topic or learn anything, but I'll give you an answer anyway. A woman is someone who honestly and sincerely identifies as one, and someone who is comfortable, perhaps even enthusiastic, about being perceived as one. You may think this definition is obtuse because it's incredibly abstract, but the fact is that you can't come up with a simple definition. Let's go with the obvious alternatives. A woman's someone with XX chromosomes. Well, that doesn't work because plenty of cis women don't have XX chromosomes. For example, people with XY gonadal dysgenesis will have XY chromosomes, but will develop as cis women. So chromosomes don't work for us. And by the way, this is only one of many ways this can work out. So let's go functional. Maybe it's someone who can give birth. Okay, well that doesn't work because postmenopausal women are still women. Maybe it's someone who was born with a uterus in general, but if I was born in with a condition in which the lower half of my body didn't develop properly, I might not be born with a uterus, but that wouldn't make me any less of a cis woman, would it? I'm going to stop there because, as I'm sure you can see, the biological argument doesn't work. So let's talk about my definition. Someone who honestly and sincerely identifies as. What I'm talking about here is what's going on in your brain, the makeup and composition of your brain. And there's been plenty of studies that show that cis women and trans women's brains work pretty much the same way. So we're off to a good start, right?
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
So she just said that cis women, I don't even know what that is, so I'm not going to use their language. So she said that women and trans women are pretty much what? Their brains pretty much work the same. Is that what that lady just said? All right, we're going to end this. We're going to wrap this up. So I got to tell you guys something funny. It's not funny, it sucks. But yes, so I made this video yesterday, this same one, but I had a clip in it that was so, I shouldn't have put it in. I should have known better. It was this young girl. She probably looked, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, but she looked really young. She could have probably passed for 10 or 11, but she was a little older. She was holding up this disgusting sign that had from the procedures that a lot of these people are talking about, fetuses. It was gross, but you couldn't really tell. The sign just looked like a blob of mess, but you couldn't really tell what it was. So I was like, well, I'll see if I can put it in the video. And this young girl, actually, if you go watch Salty Cracker's video he did yesterday, he played the same clip at the beginning of his video. This young girl was jumping up and down, screaming, "We love to end the lives of babies. But she was like killing. We love to kill babies. It was horrifying. She was excited. She was getting like amped up, like jazzed up, like, we'd like it. It was like Beavis and Butthead when Beavis, She was doing it. She was screaming. She kept saying it over and over. We love to kill babies. She was getting in people's faces. We love to end babies. We love to end babies. It was so bizarre. And that's what this whole woke mind virus, that's like a cancer that just destroys everything it comes in contact with. Unfortunately, I uploaded the video. YouTube not only demonetized it, they age restricted it, and something else happened to it. I said, oh geez, this is crazy. So I tried to edit it in the YouTube editor. I couldn't edit it. It was the last video. For some reason, I don't want to get into it. I couldn't edit it. I had to delete the whole thing because I don't know, when it comes to technology, I'm a moron. So I can edit little things. I couldn't edit it. I had to delete the whole thing. So that was what, 4, 5, 6 hours wasted yesterday. So I'm at it again. Hopefully this one will make it up okay. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up with this. This is Matt Walsh's tweet that he made yesterday. These hearings on abortion are instructive. And he's talking about the hearing we saw where that woman, bug-eyed woman, was yelling at Josh Hawley that he was creating violence against a group of people. Ridiculous. But, all right, it says, these hearings on abortion are instructive. The liberal witnesses have refused to condemn infanticide, refused to define the word woman, and claimed that men can get pregnant. We cannot share a country with these people. There can be no unity. They are lunatics and monsters. And then he went down below that and said, I don't respect them. I have nothing in common with them. I detest everything they believe and stand for. They feel the same about me. We simply cannot go on this way.
Wait a minute. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say about anything.
Listen, I don't disagree. I'm sure Matt Walsh's views and my views aren't exactly the same on everything, but I don't disagree now. I think I've said it before. I've seen a lot of you guys in the comments say the same thing, that voting isn't going to stop this runaway train. Doesn't matter who you vote for in the midterms. And I'm not saying don't go vote, by all means. Doesn't matter who you vote for in the midterms. It doesn't matter who you vote for in the presidential election. None of that matters. These people already have said that the Supreme Court decision is illegitimate. They're not going to abide by it. So rule of law, Supreme Court, president, Congress, all these things only exist because people believe in them. People believe in them. They have faith in them. Once people stop believing in something, once they stop believing in the rule of law, once they stop believing that the Supreme Court rulings matter, once they stop believing that money is worth anything, once they stop believing anything, that's when it stops. And I think a lot of people have stopped believing in, a lot of these people on the left have stopped, they say it out loud, they don't believe in the Constitution. They don't live by the Constitution. And me personally, there's certain things that I believe, like former Vice President Joe Biden, I don't listen to a word that guy says. I'm not going to follow anything he says. He's already told me he doesn't like me. He told me his patience was running out for me when I didn't get the little ouchie there. So he's not my president as far as I'm concerned. But these people, they don't believe a lot of things. So there's it's not going to be good. You guys take care of yourselves. I love you guys. So just be careful out there. Now I'm going to end this on this crazy, and sorry about the rant, but I usually try to wait till the end to rant. So if you guys want to see all the videos in the beginning, cool. You guys that stick it out with me, get this far to the end, I really appreciate it. You guys know I can't do this alone, so thank you. Love you guys truly. This is a video, this lovely, healthy young lady. She's teaching a critical race theory class to some group. There's a bunch of white women sitting in the audience, you'll see. I can't imagine someone saying this to my face. This would not end well if I was in that course. But what this lady says is a lot of these people believe, a lot of these people on a certain political aisle, and this a certain side of the political aisle, and this is divisive, destructive. It's just horrible. This person is evil. but they're trying to say that we're the evil ones. So I'm going to end it on this. Just check this out. This is from, I don't know, this is from 3 or 4 years ago, but it's just evolved since then, so it's gotten worse. So let's roll this. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, be careful. Things are getting really nuts. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, truly love you guys. Peace. Roll the film, please. Let me get my big head out the way.
All white people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with, that it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually. So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not being human, like that actually instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy, that y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way, white people are all racist.
Oh my God, look at that whale.
Hey, where are the white women at?
And you ain't black.